Welcome everyone. I hope you all are enjoying your half day and enjoying the Healing City Summit. We are Charm. We're going to be presenting a workshop entitled Writing a Peaceful Place, which is going to be presented by Evie and Tayanita, two of our wonderful editors. I'm just here to help them get a head start and start it up. But my name is Madison. I'm a Charm alum, but now I serve on the I serve with Charm as a partnership coordinator. So that's what I do. But I'm going to turn it over to Evie and Tayanita, and they're going to take over from here.
So hello, everyone. My name is Tayanita, and we're both a part of Charm, which is a literary arts organization for youth in Baltimore. And I am a part of the student editorial board, and I'm a member of Charm's journalism branch, the Charm Report. So I'm responsible for, talking to people, doing interviews and researching things, and then presenting that to the youth in Baltimore as an article. So, yeah.
And my name is Evie Williams. I've been on the Charm editorial board for about 3 years now, I want to say. I'm a part of the publications team, so we kind of work with the journalism team and the artists that we publish to put together a publication to amplify youth voices. Yeah, so that's me. So that was our introductions. Now we are going to be doing an icebreaker. We are going to be saying a word that describes us that starts with the first letter of our name. For me, it would be excellent Evie. And you guys can put yours in the chat, or you can unmute to say yours.
I would say writer Whitney. Not that I am a published writer, but I love writing. And I love Charm.
For me personally, I'd say tenacious Tayanita. That's a good one. Very good one.
I'm going to go with Magnificent Madison. I can't think of another M word.
All right, well, those were our icebreakers. So now our goal for the session is that we want to have you guys leave here having a more developed way to use your creativity and to share that with other people. And we are overviewing the agenda currently. So we are then going to be doing a meditation for 3 minutes, and we are going to read a model text that has been published in Charm for 10 minutes. We're going to have some writing time for 8 minutes, and then do some sharing and feedback on the things you guys wrote during that writing time for 7 minutes. And then we are going to have a closing on how to submit and stay in touch with Charm.
So we're going to start with our meditation. So we're going to take about 3 minutes to just sit and ruminate over a place that brings you joy. Just any sort of place or whatever. You can close your eyes, take in deep breaths, and go through that. I'll start the timer now. So you can think about, what this really joyous place in your mind feels like. The atmosphere, the air, the temperature. Is it cold? Is it warm? Is the air humid? What your environment and surroundings are like, what it smells like. So stuff like that. All right, so I hope the meditation was helpful. I think for me personally, I was kind of thinking about like a place that brings me joy would be for me like a roller skating rink, because roller skating is like my favorite pastime. So I hope that put you in like a calm, tranquil state of mind.
Honestly, the first thing that I thought of, or is it okay if we share?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. The first thing I thought of was just like going on a walk outside. I think I'm like really craving spring weather and just walking through my neighborhood and passing people. And yeah, I just really was visualizing that walk.
Yeah, I really thought about spring type weather too. I really miss that kind of like windy, like the wind in your hair bike ride feeling.
I was thinking a lot of like beaches and like the ocean. I don't know. That's like just one of the places I feel it brings me a lot of peace, is like the great unknown of the ocean and like being on the beach and soaking in the sun.
All right, now we're gonna be doing a reading called Bisco, North Carolina. It was written by Jose Benacourt Vargas, who was in 8th grade when this was published. It was published in Charm for your inspiration, and it was inspired by Nikki Giovanni's poem, Knoxville, Tennessee.
So I'll go ahead and read this for everyone. Okay. So, summer is always the best. Everyone is outside. Little kids running around the place, playing tag, the older kids inside texting or playing soccer in the field. Las mujeres are inside spreading chismas. Meanwhile, los borrachos are outside drinking beer and cooking the food. Once the food is ready, everyone sits down and we see tables filled with food. There's arroz and frijoles and carne asada and chorizo and nopales and pollo and carne de res and corn and a plate that contained cebolla, cilantro, rabano, and limon. And they have like 40 different types of salsa. To top it off, there's like a million tortillas. When you're done eating, you sit outside on the porch and see pine trees, tons of acorns on the ground, beautiful green grass, and my favorite smell, the smell of grass being mown. By that time, it's probably time to go home. All you hear is bye, gracias, and vengan mañana. Once everyone leaves, I go by the window and look up at the stars without being disturbed by cars, sirens, and shouting. Unless my dad is drunk, he snores really loud. And when I say really loud, I mean it's worse than a dog and a baby crying at the same time.
Thank you, Anita, for reading. So now we're going to discuss what did you guys like about the poem and how might you write your own version of this poem? Personally, I really liked how descriptive it was. I'm really one for very verbal and like picturesque language. And I think my own version of this poem would also kind of be about my family gatherings during Christmas or Thanksgiving with my whole giant mom side of my family.
I think for me, what really drew me in was all of the descriptions of the food. I love to eat. So like just hearing about all the food, I was like, I can smell it. I want some. Yeah.
I agree with both of those. And I also really love the smell of grass being cut mode. It's like definitely something I think of in the summer.
And I'd say for myself, I really liked how sort of how the lines were separated. Like when it's listing out all the food, it's just literally a list of all the things that they had. So yeah.
All right, everyone. So now we're going to have some writing time. So we're going to choose an event that brings you peace, like Jose chose a cookout with his family to write about. And we're going to think about a time or a place with people that you love, family or friends that brings you to that peace. And we're going to express how our culture or family or those family traditions bring you that peace. So we're going to write about something that is on your heart or in your mind. It could be related to the poem or not related to the poem. We're going to do that for 8 minutes.
So I think that's about our 8 minutes. Um, yep. So getting to sharing and feedback. So if you'd like to share what you wrote and get some feedback, you can raise your hand in the participant tab, or you can just speak. There's not really a lot of people in here, so it's fine. And so once whoever has spoken is finished, we can all give feedback, and you can say one thing you liked and then ask to give feedback about the one thing you would change. I recommend a compliment sandwich, a nice thing, a thing you would suggest to change for, then another nice thing to wrap it up. So if anyone would like to go first in presenting their poem.
So I didn't really write, I don't know, I mean, it can kind of be a poem. I was kind of just playing around again a little bit, just with thoughts, and I just thought back kind of to like some summer nights in North Carolina. Well, I wasn't in North Carolina, but like to the poem that I read earlier, some summer nights where like me and my mom would grill out back and then have dinner out there and just like sit and enjoy the nice weather. So I guess I can read what I wrote. It's very much a work in progress, but I was just playing around with thoughts in my head. It seemed to be one of those nights. The leaves on the trees wrestled a little with the breeze still blowing steadily, still hot. The sky was a canvas of paint, pink, orange, blue, all fighting for their spot. The moon was big too. On the deck, Mom sat drinking wine, her Pandora playing from the speaker, the fire on the grill slowly dying out. I sat on the fire escape, watching the night come, the lights twinkling on like little stars. I held onto a dream, a wish, a helicopter for a shooting star. These were the best nights under wonder. So those were just some thoughts that I was thinking of. Because I'm a city girl, born and raised, and those summer nights, like watching the Baltimore skyline come in, it's really pretty at nighttime with all the lights and stuff. So that's, I guess, what I was just thinking about, and how they're kind of like stars, since we don't get many of them because of light pollution.
That's super, super true. I really like the poem. I liked like the kind of rhyming that you had in there. There wasn't, I don't think it was like a bunch like really strict rhyming or anything, but I liked where you had things rhyme in some places. And I also liked the use of imagery. I don't have much to critique about it. I think it was pretty good. So I think, okay, I think that could probably close out the workshop session.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining in today. I had a whole lot of fun. These are just ways of keeping in touch with us at Charm. Of course, visiting our website and following us on social media at Charm Lit Mag are best ways of like just keeping, up to date with what we're doing and hanging out. There are some cool Charm opportunities that are coming up. The Charm Love, which is our next volume. The submission's actually closed, but if you guys submit by the end of the week on Friday, we would love to take in some of the work that you came up with this writing session or other work that you might have. There's also the summer internship, which is coming up. So be on the lookout for that and definitely apply. That's through YouthWorks. And then the Pizza Poetry, which is a fun initiative that Charm is doing to celebrate poems and pizza. So please check that out and submit work that you have. Thank you so much once again.
Like
I
the
guess
end.
I just end it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you're muted.
I'm gonna send you both an email.
I was like, what are you saying? You're muted.
Okay, I'm gonna send you an email and thank you both so much for your leadership with this. And yeah, talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.